All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now a run for Bilal Powell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Set!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Dumps off to Powell. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Keenum throwing on second. This is going to be caught by Cortland Sutton, the rookie from SMU. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Hey, yo, it's yo, it's yo. Hey, go Roger.
Now they try the right side here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Let's go.
From the 50, it's Keenum. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Devontae Booker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the receiver. How they attack him here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Blue line now, lucky 56. Blue lucky 56. Leopard.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He hits Jermaine Kearse. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Gone! Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Leopard! Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Darnold. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Clive Walford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here goes the high. Round 20. 52, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for on the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
Right back to him on 1st down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
52. Hey, 52. Take 2.
Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Right 20.
Working from the gun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Lorenzo Malden coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On the run, it's Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Darnold on first down. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, folks, we got 4. Let's go, folks. We got 4 down. Let's go.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go now. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue landing! Detroit! Blue landing!
A first down throw, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Keenum on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Roger.
Keenum on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First down carry now for Corral. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Four down. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
This quarterback now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
All right, here we go. Now, Barney. Gun. Leopard. Go.
Darnold from the gun. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Down, it's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Take 52, 55, 52.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's go, let's go.
Keenum now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check that guy.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Four down. Check.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Play action. It's Darnold. Airing one deep for Curse. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Hey, it's yo. Damn. Three down. Hey, check.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll go down at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll run it here. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Stand down. Here goes the high. Right three.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go. Hey, down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here you go, boys. 22. 3 down.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch him now, Barney!
This is the running back, Powell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set! Green, 39! Green, cut!
Here's Darnold now on second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Hey, boys, got four down.
Powell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Todd Davis coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Four down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a handoff looking right. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Keenum now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 to 53. Check 50, check 50.
On 1st down, Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Keenum. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Avery Williamson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Roger.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Lorenzo Molden in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, Darnold. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun! Set!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken around the 12. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
From midfield, here's Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Keenum. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, yo, let's go, let's go. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, go, Rocket.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So out now come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Now look at 56. 3-19. 56.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Player has it complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Gone, 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 gone. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that's complete to Wolford. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Leopard! Leopard!
Check safety.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Leopard! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Barney. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now it's Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
3 down. Hey, on yours! On yours!
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Roger. Down. Check. Block 54. Down.
He'll look to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go, boys.
Check 4.
53.
Keenum to throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw is Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check.
Now Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Keenum. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Hey, yo, it's yo. Watch 88. Single.
Now Keenum, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
553. 553. Hey, orange.
Now it's Keenum. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Hey, go, Roger. Jam. Hey, 50.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Broncos, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.